So I'm gonna try to make this video short and sweet. This is basically a Thorogoods Boot rant, I guess you could say. It's all based off. I have 4 models or 4 pairs with me, I guess. All pretty much the same. Just a rant. Whether it'll help anybody or not, I don't know. But anywho, let's get into it. So my preference of boot is an 8-inch mock toe wedge and a safety toe. So I have this pair here, which is my oldest pair that I currently have. So it's an 8-inch, meaning from here to here, 8-inch mock toe. It's got the square, currently has tough toe on it. And then the wedge is straight. It's got no heel in it. I work in a concrete shop, or in a shop that's concrete flooring, I should say. This boot, so comfortable. I currently wear in these in Thorogoods a 10.5 wide. This was actually my first pair of wides. I have, bear with me, this is a soft toe, same exact boot, a soft toe, 10.5, but this one's a narrow, a D. And these I wear on the weekends when I ride my motorcycle and stuff. And they fit all right. The insoles are kind of, I usually swap out the insoles for different insoles rather than the Thorogoods ones. So that's my soft toe. These obviously I've been worn in, stitching's ripping right here and stuff, or has ripped. I've tried to restitch it with leather stitching and whatnot, and it held up for a bit, but as a welder in a shop, those burn after a while. And I put tough toe about a week ago as this video's going up to make them last a little longer, but I just figured, you know what, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and buy them, especially with the Black Friday deals and whatnot, because here in Arizona might be different, I don't know, in other states, but Boot Barn sells them for like $290, almost $300, I believe. Amazon's about $260 to $270. They currently had a Black Friday deal for $217 for this exact model. So anyways, these were wearing out, and the company I was with previously had a boot allowance, which was nice. So I ended up buying these ones. Same exact boot, 10.5 wide, steel toe. It's just a darker leather on it with the black soles on it. And for the life of me, I've had these for about 7 months now, and they just, for some reason, will not break in any way, shape, or form. I've tried thinner insoles, thicker insoles, and just nothing. So I don't know, it was hurting my feet every day, and I'm working 10-hour days, and just hurt my feet, my ankles and stuff like that. These older pair here, I had to go back to these because these are super comfortable still. I'm like, there's no way that a color difference is gonna make a difference, but I don't know, maybe I just got a shitty pair. And I guess part of the rant is the quality in Thorogoods. I love them. I love the style of the boot. It's my favorite boot. As well as some others, which I'll get to at the end. But anyway, so I had to sacrifice these as weekend work, because I do weekend welding work as well. So these will now be my weekend boots. These I actually threw in the trash and had to dig them out for this video, which luckily the trash hasn't come yet. So again, with the soft toe, I'll get back to it as far as my rant and the quality. So here's the newest pair I bought. Just got these over the Thanksgiving break. Basically the newer version, or a new pair of this one here, which is the tobacco color and a 10.5 wide. Same exact boot. I put these on straight out of the box, and they are fucking super comfortable, pardon my language, over these ones. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Could be the way this boot was made. I don't know. But and I'm not knocking Thorogood. I mean, it's different with every pair of boot, every brand of boot. I've had different brands of boots. And I get it. It's kind of a gamble, especially when you order them online. And not all stores have every model and brand and size and shape, whatever you want to call it. But I just couldn't do it. And so I ended up having to buy these over the Thanksgiving break. But yeah, I love these boots. They are comfortable. These ones are just about as comfortable as these ones. But I love boots, so I could honestly have a shit ton. As you see, I have fucking 4 pairs here. And I have a pair of cowboy ones upstairs that are just for, you know, doing yard work and whatnot. But, so to the rant with the Thorogood and the quality, this one, perfect. Except for the stitching here, and that's kind of a given with these type of boots, you know, and welding and stuff. They're just gonna get burnt regardless. Even these ones, I had to restitch them. The quality, as far as where I'm getting at, is why these aren't as comfortable as those other ones and my newest pair. It's the small things. If you look at these soft toe, these eyelets here, the speed hooks on them, I should say, they're a little wider, different, like on a normal boot. If you look at these ones here, these are itty bitty. I don't know if you can see the difference of them or in them. Completely different style. See? All Thorogoods I've had about 3-4 other pairs previous to the rest of these. And I go through boots a lot, just if you haven't figured it out, and I try to make them last as long as I can. But yeah, see the eyelets there. These on my newest pair, the eyelets are fine. They're the small, little skinny ones that Thorogood usually puts on there. And it's either this boot or the left side. This left side, I was going to strap them up. I take out the insoles. I put in these from Noble. They're called Best Dang insoles. They're comfortable. I get them at a store called Cow Ranch here in Arizona. I think they have them in other states, sorry. But again, the quality. The eyelets are right. And I know it's being picky and just, maybe it's my OCD, I don't know. And it's really not going to affect anything, but the spacing between this eyelet and the speed hook here is different than these ones here. And I noticed it as soon as I went to cinch it up, because it's all muscle memory at this point. So if something's off a little bit, I know. And so, and I know it's something minute to complain about, but it's just little things like that bug me. And but they are a good boot, and they're probably the best looking boot, I feel. I might be biased, obviously, because I have a bunch of pairs, but that goes into another rant of other brand of boots, as far as Timberland Pros, which I've had, Georges I've had. I have other videos on the King, and I believe that's it. But Georges and Timberlands, they have a similar style boot, but they either don't offer them in an 8-inch or they don't offer them in a safety toe. And they're actually less expensive and more comfortable. And I'm not getting paid for any of this shit. It's just, hopefully helps anybody out. I don't know. But the Georges, they have a similar boot, the 8-inch with the wedge mock toe, but it's a soft toe. And they also have a 6-inch. It's a soft toe. I've had the 6-inch and the soft toe in a Georgia, and those were so comfortable. I love those boots. I've messaged them and said, make these in an 8-inch, please. Even though they're about the same price as these. Timberlands, they have their Barstow model. They make those in an alloy toe. Similar setup, you know, a wedge or a wedge mock toe, but in a 6-inch. They made those in an 8-inch. I would buy them. I like the 8-inch more for the ankle support, and that's just my preference. But anyways, that's my rant on Thorogood boots. Highly recommend them. They're comfortable. This is a tobacco color. I believe this one here was the like Crazy Horse or something along those lines, because they do have an all black one. Yeah, so 10.5 double E or a wide. these fit good. And I think I have a skinny foot because in my Vans, my sneakers, I get those in an 11. That's my normal sneaker size. Sorry if I'm looking off to the distance. I'm recording on my camera horizontally, and the lens is obviously here. So anywho, so in a Vans sneaker, or even like just tennis shoes, I have a pair of Adidas I use for golfing. Those are an 11, narrow, and they fit fine. For some reason, these Thorogoods seem to run a little snug. So again, when I bought these pair, this was the first 10.5 wide, and I was like, wow, those feel amazing. I actually tried them on at Boot Barn and then bought them online because Boot Barn's too expensive or they charge too damn much, so I don't recommend Boot Barn. To try them on, maybe, but if you want to save some money, just definitely go online. These ones I got off of Amazon, like I said. They had them for about $270, and they had the Black Friday deal at $217. So I was like, you know what, got to do it. One, all my socks, because of this hole here, and the other side had a hole. And I didn't feel like restitching these again. Socks have burn marks right there, and so do my feet. So hope that helps anybody, if it does. But again, definitely best looking boot, I feel. Over Red Wings. Red Wings, I feel like, are overrated and way overpriced. Same with them, with their classic Red Wings. I don't believe they offer the 8-inch in a safety toe, only a soft toe, which I had a pair of those and I didn't like them. But anyways, hope that helps anybody, and God bless you guys.